Lovely. What fantastically tactical timing on our part, huh? We're so good at this. They're probably filling this turn, right? So it's like, do I want the energy at the cost of not triggering Thena? I'm not sure that I do, honestly. I might vibe on this too for a second, because if it rolls the copy mode, that would be good for us. There's some type of weird Cerebro deck done? Yeah, I like C3 with an Afflict sub-theme. Right on time, Bastian. Welcome to the party, bud. So we're losing 7 on the right. If they have like Cerebro plus Luke Cage, they could get us. What does Cerebro Luke Cage do? Cerebro Luke Cage on the right puts them to 18, 20. And we lose 7 down to 16. So getting +3 here doesn't save me. So there's no reason to trigger the Athena, I don't think. They can just take the most points left. Oh, they can play more than that. Yeah, that's true. They have Cerebro Lucas? Diamondback! Oh, yikes. Little negative power jump scare there. Victory. It's always so weird that it works that way. We have a -1 still in here after the equal, or before the =3. So even though the power penalty isn't visible, it still gets the penalty from Diamondback. Still counts for Ajax. These first locations are coming for us, shit. They are not screwing around. The sandbars, and the Crimson Cosmos. They want our stiff. Actually, I probably don't want to play my Victoria hand stuff into the Crown City. I want things that are going to be buffed in the Crown City. Your turn late, Miss Nico. Putting Diamondback directly into New York is an interesting choice. Are they planning? They must be planning to Scarlet Witch it, yeah? And the Victoria here is a little bit worse my top deck Bastion, but I think this is ideal. I got punch Ramona here. I don't think we're necessarily going to have a chance to Red Guardian Cerebro, so I want to like slow down their big flurry on the last turn essentially. Do we want Hawkeye over Athena? That's an interesting thought. They gave us a Cerebro. Sad. We top deck a Rogue? Yeah, maybe we're supposed to have played for the arrows last turn. Whereas the Omega Sentinel is going to hit us on the left. Meaning we go down to 8 there, and then I have 8, 11, only going up to 19. 19 is beating Mystique plus one other 3, so they probably play for the left or the right here. So we're beating 2 3 power things, and we're beating Mystique and 1 1 power things, so they're both 18. Even after they Omega Sentinel us. Good read here.
Victory.
Beep, 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 beep. Isn't Bast here? This Avengers compound is going to end up anywhere other than here, so we'll play there to start. This makes my acid arrow not be useful, but like powering up the deck in hand here, I think. I mean, I guess we do this, but it's not exciting. I haven't played any Cerebro yet with the card. I usually try not to play the things that I expect most other people to play right away. They really can't. They really can't output much, right? Yeah, they triggered Vormir. Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky. Who is better for Victoria Hand, Bastion, Moira, or Moon Girl? Is there some type of rule that says you could only play one of those 3 cards? What a hard-fought silver ticket, gamer. Hope the 10-0 was fun for you. Moira. Moira's a very reasonable card that is super, super narrow. I think if you're someone that really likes the look of decks that played Moira, they seem very competitive, but she is absolutely not a card that's going to be a, you have to have this to be competitive in Marvel Snap. Bastion. Bastion's almost assuredly more widely applicable than that. He's going to have a home in most Victoria Hand decks, I would wager. And then he's going to spawn Cerebro 3 stuff as well. And the question mark will be, does he do more past that? Because he might. Chaz Schools, thank you for the 31 months. Welcome back. All right, well, the hand and deck are all stacked up here. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Moira seems to be performing well inside of the traditional Destroy Shell. The stats definitely agree with that. Put this here, and then we'll Bastion these 2 plus play a demon next turn. I guess if the DC ended up center, we would have been sad there. Athena's a little clunky in this deck, huh? Because Bastion, and even Keith Bishop to a degree really encourage us to play more cards. So this is plus 14 total over here. And then we can play Sage somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. What's something else I could play instead of the Theta Gamers? Collector. I don't think we generate quite enough cards for Collector. We have Hood, Kate, Frigga, Bastion. I guess it's 4. Surge isn't a bad call. I like Surge, because Surge is a card that was awkward with Thena. Is one of the reasons why we didn't play her previously. Merlin could be okay. I kind of like the Surge call out. So let's start there. Playing golden rule of good deck building is play more good cards in your deck and you'll probably win more games, so. Yeah, Bishop at 3 is just clunky, unfortunately. think he's a reasonable option. Instructions unclear, added fun card instead. I think Surge is a fun card. Herbie gives some options. None of his options are super relevant here, right? Like, extra energy can always be useful, but we don't really have any express synergy with the rock or the extra points. Depending on what they do here, and potentially how a variance flip goes, the card is. If they play X23, we'd have a 50-50 to Red Guardian, the Deadpool. Our arrows, not necessarily amazing. Given that they are Killmonger deck. I think I just hood here to let this die. Jeff, I stacked Clea off a random pack, and I took the Clea Vivian deck to infinite. You'll love to hear it. Not super fun. Outside of stray Killmongers, I think that one dodges one fits in the metagame pretty reasonably. I just don't have any great choices here, huh? Because of the Bifrost. I have six cards in my hand because of the Hood and the Kate, so I can't Bastion. I can't Bastion the Victoria hand, which is what I want. Gonna expose ourselves to Killmonger, but don't really have a choice about that. We did lose a priority flip here, didn't we? I assume we're cooked, but I really don't want to play 800 games against Destroy, so just gonna hope they didn't draw Killmonger. The Clea Viv deck was in the best decks roundup, yep, from last week. Are they Zoling the Deadpool? Yeah, maybe. This is 7. And then this is 9. This beats Zola the Deadpool, yeah? So they'll go to 14 in the middle, and then I'm gonna go to 16. Oh, no, yeah, we're good. We're good. I was like, I only said 14. I was like, oh no. No good. With a Victoria hand buff.
Victory.
Clean. Snapped their tech card and died. Things you love to see. It. Aw, are we a salty, sweaty little gamer? Can we get a wellness check on Johnny Pool's phone? Wellness check on the cell phone, gamers. I heard a fact that puts some of the failure of American politics in perspective. Donald Trump, George Bush, and Bill Clinton are all the same age. Yup. You know, we rightfully complain about boomers to a degree, but as far as political dynasties go, it really is the silent generation that just has held on to power even well into their death throes. The number of politicians who died in office this year is just so jacked up. Died of old age. Okay, and I'm gonna surge here, and then if they Deadpool here, we can Red Guardian it with priority. Cool. Oh no. Oh, gamers, they're already salty. They're already salty. Are they ready for it? I don't think they're ready for it, chat. Oh no. Oh, mercy. Mercy for the sandcastle. We actually expansion diff them too. Should we Bastion the Iron Man? I think I'd rather Bastion the Victoria hand, yeah? I can't copy hand that Iron Man, chat. Avengers Compound is on the right. I have to pick.
Systems go.
There's only one card left in their deck, so we're assuredly getting Killmonger. Oh my god, I hope the Killmonger was their last card. Desperately hope the Killmonger was their last card. Hoping against hope. Praying against it all. Surge boosties. All right, it's 4:30, but I'm having a good time with our new card enabling one of my favorites. Let's take one more pause for the cause and jam some more with this when we return. Thanks for everybody hanging out. Happy Bastion release day. I think would be one of the most fun and maybe most powerful cards this month for sure. Thanks for hanging out. Sweating and then losing 10 to 0, name a more iconic duo. Absolutely. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying us, check it out. Some sweet decks with the new card. Make sure you tap the like button. Have an advert as well, gamers. We bested the Kill Daddy deck with our Hood Demon Kate Bishop deck. That's a good sign. Would you consider adding Quinjet to this iteration? Free demons and arrows could be nice. If only Kate Bishop had ever existed in a window where Quinjet could make her arrows free. I don't know how long it's been since you played Marvel's Tap Oscar, but Quinjet is capped at minimum 1. Has been for a long while. Alas, Quinjet. I miss my 0 energy demons. There's a good chance that I've played more 0 energy demons than anybody else in Marvel's Snap. We played a lot of Hood Quinjet back in the day. Hood Quinjet, Moon Girl even. Double those free mins up. Love you. Who doesn't love you? A good free demon. All right, once more into the breach. Could the cost 1 minimums be eliminated? Things like Sarah and Quinjet. I think they just don't want ongoing cost reductions to make things free. Which card do you have those boosters for? Is it Hood? Probably Hood or Nico. I think I have more splits on Hood. Yeah, played a lot of both of those cards for sure. I remember pulling Quinjet from an S3 and the day after they nerfed it, removing the 0 cost. So it's your fault, you're saying. You murdered my favorite card? Why would you do this to me? Why would you tell me about it? Yeah, Thanos was largely responsible for the Quinjet losing its making things free. Which is extra sad when you consider how many other changes they still had to do to Thanos. So I'm a giver, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure they have some extra energy here. Unlucky. All right, so we are officially punting the center. Can we win the others, maybe? Coming back after a year, what's the best strategy to catch up? Spinning the wheel on these booster packs or paying the premium for fixed cards? So, my only piece of advice for the Marvel Stamp Economy, do we rogue middle? If I rogue middle, they're at 8, and I would be at 10, and then if they have like a Patriot, I die. They're probably a Patriot deck, so I think roguing middle is bad. My only advice for snap packs is that you should only be opening snap packs if you're a degenerate gambler who can't help themselves, or if you're willing to spend enough money to get every card. If you don't intend to spend enough money to unlock every card, realistically, you should you should just buy the cards you want.
Escaped.
What about staying S4 complete with packs? Why on earth does staying S4 complete with packs matter? I suppose when I say get everything, I mean get everything in one of the packs. So if you're going to spend enough to get everything in one of the packs, it's probably fine. I think I'm gonna curve Sage in Sebastian. That's actually really funny. Is there a reason to finish Series 4 before Series 5? There's literally no reason to finish any of the series unless you are spending enough to get everything and intend to continue spending enough to get everything. There's no extra resources or prizes for arbitrarily finishing every card in the series. I'm never going to want a Bastion the Cape Bishop, I don't think, so I'm going to play her center. I gambled on a Series 5 pack and got Eason, who I'm already going to be getting from the web track. Well, that's just bad. Man. You really are a degenerate gambler. You deserve to lose that one, gamer. No one to blame but yourself there. Wow, look at how fucking rigged this game is. It's fine. Nico's gonna roll location change next turn. It's gonna be glorious, I believe. $200 for Isan isn't justified. You're not spending $200 on Isan. You're spending $200 on other stuff in Snap, and then you're getting Isan for free. Do I have enough points this game? I don't know that I have enough points this game. You can steal the Ebony Boss ongoing. We can. That is factual. Yeah, I don't want to run. I just don't want to play Marble Retreat. Probably did. Wait, did they just stop themselves from playing center? I'm sure. Wait, and they blew up their Dazzler. No, they didn't blow up the Dazzler. This location's not happening, but still. I think? Question mark? Right, we're gonna embrace the most Twitch chatted response, which is boomer snap and then lose the game. Embrace the Twitch chat. Be the Twitch chat. How much are we gonna have on the right? I'm gonna have 8, and 8 is 16, and then I'm gonna have 6 is 22. I'm gonna have 20 on the right. I'm gonna have 16 in the center. 16, 18 in the center. And I'm gonna have 6, 12, 15 on the left. Ooh, cute. They got more in the middle. See, chat, this was a professional boomer snap. Boomer snapped them and then beat them by 1 point in all 3 lanes. That's professionalism. I would like to warn you all to not try this at home. I am a trained professional. You are highly likely to injure yourself attempting this move. Leave it to the folks with plenty of experience. Math in my superhero card game, it's more likely than you think. It's more likely than you think. This location's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. How old is the more likely than you think meme at this point? Gosh, I really just don't want to know the answer to that question. Don't tell me. When and where is the Snow Guard bear useful? There's a handful of locations that the bears get into. I think it's this. Are they about to Mobius me? The snapback here feels very Mobius. No. Sure. Well, that's rude, Quake. How am I supposed to Bastion both my Victoria hands now? You've gotta be forking shirting me right now. It just ain't right, chat. I would like to report a hostile workplace environment to HR. This is unacceptable. But we have extra energy now. We do. You know what? At least Victoria Hand didn't get hit there. So I still have my girl. We're gonna draw Bastion next turn and copy her. It's gonna be great. Okay. It's gonna be great. We're gonna win. We're ahead. We're gonna draw Bastion and we're ahead. No cope. No cope. All right, some cope. This Twitch stream is pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Hello, so happy.
I was playing the demon on the right because I wanted the best chance to stop their Galactus from getting points. That being said, I'm beating 18-point Galactus in the center, so... I guess they have 7 energy and Elysium. But what? I'm going up to, this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm getting 16 in the center. Oh, and they're going to random a 6 on the left. Yep. Oh, come on. Brutal. Needed one more point to win the breaker. That sucks. Tarnax making it so we couldn't Victoria hand buff any of the things over there is pretty unfortunate. The betrayal. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, gamers. That's how it be. Okay, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. What Broad wills is not mine to see. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Something Wiccan comes this way. That's so rude. Send my demons after someone, chip. Assuredly, they don't have Killmonger in addition to all these other cards, yes? Assuredly, there's no Killmonger. They're probably the Malekith implies their Ajax, yeah. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 over here. Hopefully they put us on not being able to play for the left and then we sneak out one of these other two. Sage is so good. %. Yeah, we're good. We're winning all three. Gambit is not the droid I was expecting underneath the Malekith. This is not the build I thought they were playing. What a weird piece of art. What a weird piece of art. It's a Rugrats Gambit. That Gambit got pulled from the oven too early. It does look like both of those things, doesn't it? He's a little bit melty. Two different people, one in each chat just said Aeon Flux. What is that? I'm not familiar. If we get a neutral or positive location in the center here, we'll probably snap with the Victoria into Frigo. Feel like that could go either way. Nico, copy Victoria now. It's a cyberpunk enemy from the 90s. Okay. Oh, good gravy. For Fook's sake. This was a really good draw. Except, you know, this mirror dimension kind of sucks. Maybe I'm supposed to put Victoria there.
Oh, snap.
Do you think they're beating 11 in the center? I feel like they're not, right? Do I still spread the difference here? I feel like we still just spread the difference here. We have priority, so I don't have to worry about Warhead. All of these are gonna be 11, right? The extra Victoria hand buffs. Did they not count that they're losing to the other 2 Victoria hands? I guess maybe they have another tech card on one of the sides? Video gamer. You knew there were 2 more Victorians. No counting, only tech cards. All right, well, you know, that's what you want to do. Okie dokie. These are the types of players Second Dinner appeals to. By making sure the tech cards stay how they are. As Bast doesn't do much, but I also kind of want to get it out of my hand here. Deggy, thank you for the 64 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I expect them to play harder for the left than that. They're definitely playing center, yeah? Well, that's pretty good. I think we do this. I think it's this, and then we could go Rogue, Grapple Arrow, and then a Red Guardian next turn. Nico first for a better chance of priority. Why do I want a better chance of priority? Was that a good draw, chat? Oh wait, what do we think? Maybe I was supposed to put Nico on the right, or the Red Guardian on the right. Might lose there. Close.
Victory.
Oh, for Warhead. Yeah, they probably are a Warhead deck still playing Fenris, huh? It's been a minute since I've had to queue into that card. Let's have Victoria hand, Bastion. I'm gonna play this Nico early so we can ideally have priority. So I was gonna Victoria first, but I think White Hot Rune changes that. Oh, and they missed a 2. Why did they stay? Why would you stay without a 2 in your hand when I snap you? That seems terrible. I think Bastion works with the best Victoria hand decks. I don't think there's a... When you say best Victoria hand deck, there isn't a clear deck in my mind. When you say, Jeff, which one's the best, I don't know which one you're talking about. I think Bastion is most effective in Victoria hand decks. We also don't know the answer to that. Our card's been out for less than 4 hours. I think Bastion is almost assuredly very good inside of Victoria hand decks. Do we know that that's his best home? I don't know. Victoria hand and Cerebro 3 are the 2 easy, obvious things that this new card slots into. Where is it best? That's what you gotta play games for. All right, it's 5 o'clock, gamers. This pile of cards felt pretty serviceable, honestly. I definitely liked it a lot better once we cut the copy of Thena, because the Kate Bishop and Bastion were both cards that encourage us to play out a lot of cards in the same turn. Obviously, this deck list has the right mixture of what makes a typical Marvel Snap deck good. We've got a proactive plan where we can put really solid numbers into play and scale up with Victoria Hand, Frigga, and Bastion. And then we've got just that scotch of kick your opponent's stuff over. We've got Red Guardian and Rogue to interact with our opponents in a couple of different ways that are very useful in key spots. If you enjoyed that set, you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you tap the like button. I appreciate everybody that's done that already.